got me hanging from a chain. Queen of pain, queen of pain. I'm bad and I know I'm to blame. Queen of pain, queen of pain. These marks will be hard to explain. Queen of pain, queen of pain.
Welcome to FetCast. This is your host, KingHulk, and with me today is...
Nighttingale.
And you've had a few weeks off now, haven't you?
I have.
And how did that make you feel?
Sad.
Sad?
Yeah.
It was only 2 weeks. 2 weeks you were gone.
But you left me off. I was very depressed. Felt all alone. Left out. So mean.
I think I survived without you.
No.
You know you're not a permanent co-host.
I know.
I'm permanent.
Until we get the round table. And then
I
we
think
get
I sound
three
like
mics.
Forrest Gump.
It's a Forrest Gump.
Life
The
is
shrimp
like it.
gumbo. And
Life is like FetCast.
shrimp
Never know what you're gonna get.
Creole.
Anyway, so before we get into the episode, I have a little bit of an announcement.
Okay.
This Saturday, I have a article that I wrote going up on a website,
Cool.
and it will be up on centraldominationmistress.com.
sensualdominationmistress.com.
It's run by a lovely woman named Peyton. I met her on Twitter through some conversations. She's on Twitter at Peyton Breaks You. That's her name. The article is going up on Saturday. There's a lot of good, interesting posts on the website. Usually there are posts written by her or other guest writers, so to speak. And I see your boob.
Booby.
But the article I wrote is about the hard work doms have to put into being a good dom.
You are a good dom.
And it takes a lot of work.
It does.
A lot of juggling going on, but you could read my article this Saturday on their website. When you check out the website, she does a lot of sensual domination. She talks about a wide variety of submissive men, and the website really covers everything from sensual domination with
Hypnosis?
Yes, hypnosis. Hypnosis, even forced by, and all the way to blackmail.
Wonderful.
So a little bit of extreme domination there with the blackmail. Remind me not to send her any pictures of my junk.
Oh, I have the perfect one. Paint me like a French girl. I'm gonna get beaten.
I am going to beat you. But yes, look for my article on centraldominationmistress.com this Saturday.
It will include the picture of him and the Draw Me French girl. No?
No.
Damn it.
So let's just get into the show, shall we? Let me wet my whistle with what are we drinking today?
It's a Riesling white wine.
Riesling? I'd say so. I like it. It was actually left here by one of our party guests over the pool party a couple weeks ago.
Thank you. It's muy delicioso.
Yeah, you just turned me into an alcoholic, so if you're listening, thank you.
I'm glad it's a sweet white wine because it's the only kind I like.
So episode 6 is up, and I am nervous as hell.
I enjoyed it.
Yes, I've heard.
I loved listening to Wolfsbane. Not when she mentioned that, I didn't know, and I didn't know.
What didn't you know?
That you guys were going to record. You cheated on me with another co-host.
Well, then there was Governor before her.
I know, that was even worse. You didn't even tell me about that one. It just happened. You whore.
Well, shouldn't you have known? Gee, there needs to be a new episode soon, and...
You didn't come by yet. I was trying to get you to get other people to co-host with you, but no.
Speak towards the mic, dear.
I am.
So what did you think of the episodes that you weren't on for?
I liked them. Governors definitely should have listened before recording. There are some instances that he was like, could I curse on here? Yeah, you can say fucking awesome words.
We're talking about bondage and all the things we talk about. He's worried about language being the barrier breaker.
All right.
But I'm a little nervous about episode 6 that's up right now.
Because you can't view the stats?
I can't view the stats. I work hard all week. And the one thing I like doing is when the episode gets out,
watch the numbers climb?
yes, constantly checking the website with the statistics of the number of listeners and where they're from. And last night, the episode was up for a couple hours. I was looking at the numbers, and they weren't going anywhere. So finally, about 2 a.m., I went, fuck it, I'm going to bed.
That's when you needed the wine.
I went to bed last night thinking it's been up for 2 hours and not a single goddamn download.
Fuck all y'all.
Not even Wolfsbane is listening.
That bitch. And she stayed up to listen to it, too. She posted it on Fat.
After the fact, I found out. So I wake up at like 10 a.m.
I had texted you.
Yeah.
I'm listening to the episode.
I didn't know you were listening to the episode. I go and check the stats, and they still hadn't budged since the day before. And I was about to just like call you and tell you, and then you said you were listening to it.
And you're like, wait, what?
And then I checked, and I'm like, the stats aren't going anywhere. So I decided to click on the detailed stats, and that's when I found out stats are...
No, you jumped onto Fet real quick, and you saw a bunch of people were commenting to Wolfsbane that they loved her on the episode and everything.
That was after I talked to you.
Jumped on.
But yeah, I jumped on there, and that's when I found out that stats won't be up for 3 days.
He's losing his mind.
I am, because right now, I won't find out how the episode is doing for the next 3 days.
It'll be a nice surprise, though.
Or a horrible one.
We will hit the new milestone.
I always think worst case scenario.
See, yeah. And it always bothers me. Your glass is half empty. To me, it's half full. Literally, his glass is half empty. I'll get you more wine, honey.
No, it just means the glass is too big.
What? I could have done the red wine glasses. They're huge fucking goblets. He had the cute little dainty white wine glasses.
So hopefully, I'll wake up in a few days to a nice surprise in the numbers.
Yes.
Even though this isn't about the numbers, it's just what
It's fun. I enjoy doing this. I'm bugging him all the goddamn time. Come up, record a new episode with me. I can't. Just come up here and record a goddamn new episode with me.
The numbers comfort me. It gives me the validation I need, you know.
Strokes your massive, massive ego of yours. You guys talked about that the last time. I'm stroking him. You guys talked about that with Wolfsbane. Stroking ego.
Get your hand off my dick.
That's your ball. That's your ball.
Part of the dick.
Balls and dick are separate.
Same genitals.
It's part of the genitals.
Yes.
But there is
same genital region.
The head, the shaft.
I'm drinking
the balls.
wine. Shut up.
Drunk FetCast. How will this go? You're drinking more than me.
This is actually the first time I'm really drinking wine.
Pretty good.
Every time I have wine, I take a sip. That is disgusting.
And this is absolutely delicious, isn't it? So you just need a nice, sweet white wine.
Yeah, so we have audio documentation of, on record, me turning into an alcohol.
Yay! Into an alcohol? You mean alcoholic?
Alcoholic.
This is your first glass, and you're not even done it. Most of this is getting cut, isn't it? No.
Welcome to Drunk Cast.
Yay! Let me grab the vodka. No.
So I do have a couple of topics for today.
He won't let me look at notes tonight.
I don't like you looking at the notes. Because to me...
It's a surprise, motherfucker.
Exactly. I want this to be a conversation. If right now I know the notes, I know what I'm going to say, I know what I'm going to ask. This is ambush journalism at its finest.
Sweet.
It doesn't work if you have time to prepare.
Oh, speaking of preparing, I have a sign off.
Oh.
That's right, motherfuckers. I gotta sign off. I'll forget it by the end. I've drank too much wine by then. Good.
But the first topic I want to talk to you today.
Oh, shit.
Now, I've had a couple of instances. I think I'm going to put in a disclaimer in this right now. I'm not going to say names.
Good.
Right now, we're in the beginning stages of this podcast. We have a strong listener base.
Yay.
A loyal base at that.
Thank you very much.
A lot of them are our friends.
Yes.
So,
we didn't need even dropping.
So as we head into this part, I know this is an early on episode into the series. I want my personal friends that are listening to this now. This is meant to go out there as a public service to a lot of people in the community, more than just my close circle of friends. If any of them ask me questions about today's podcast, I'm not going to say names.
Why did you just pet my boob?
You were playing with your belly button.
But it's a cute belly button.
So when it comes to my close and old friends that know me, you'd probably be able to piece some stuff together. But we are going to be talking about breakups.
Awesome. I knew it. You're going to break up with That's why you whined and dined me, you bastard.
Why do you think we had sex before the show?
Damn it. You gotta chug the wine real quick.
I'm not breaking up with you.
You punched me in the nose earlier. He elbowed me.
I elbowed you in the nose.
And it was a good shot.
And you, yeah. Not only did, wow, your eyes are getting kind of black. I really hope that's the mascara.
Demon. Oh, around the eyes, not the eye itself.
Yeah, around the eyes.
My mascara. Yeah, I was wearing a black shirt earlier, so I had a black goth like my soul.
Yes, I did. This is probably the only time I can ever elbow someone in the nose and have them go, that was a good hit.
That was a nice shot.
I was leaning up against the car, my back to her, my my hands on the roof of the car, so my arms are spread out.
I have a bad habit of trying to tickle and poke the sadist.
So she comes up behind me and pokes me in the armpit, and just because of the way my arm went down and closed, it went back and hit her
Right in the nose, and it was a really good shot.
I heard a pop.
And he turns around, and there I am, just holding my face, going, oh my god, my nose.
And you had this one single tear roll down your cheek.
And I'm like, I can't cry, and I can't yell at him because it was completely my fault. That was insta-karma.
It was a justifiable hit. It was a clean hit.
It was a good hit.
It wasn't like I elbowed her on purpose. It was just the way...
That was a good hit. Just cut all of that.
It was a good hit. Cheers.
All right.
Anyway, we are going to be talking about breakups. I am not going to be dropping any names out of respect for it's just in bad taste.
It is.
Mostly, I'm going to try to just give vague examples out. Maybe it's something personal that I've done or experienced. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm making it up or pulling some things out of my ass tonight.
Black hole?
What?
What?
Kind of regretting this wine choice tonight.
I like it.
Tonight's first topic, because we have two tonight.
Oh.
Yep, we're double teaming this episode.
Yay!
We've all had to deal with breakups.
Mm-hmm.
Like, before I got active in the lifestyle, I never really broke up with anybody, really. I've had breakups, but for the most part, most of them were all mutual.
Not mine. I had a girlfriend bring into my work. Did I talk about that one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, yeah, I did.
Dildo girl.
Dildo girl! I'm good friends with her now, though. I know. It's not gonna happen.
Damn it.
They're another poly group. I mean, we could do an awesome five-some.
But in vanilla life, breakups, they're bound to happen. When you're in the community, especially in the state we're in, it's a really close-knit community. Our entire state is just...
It's tiny.
It's one
One
weave, one quilt. One quilt.
One ring to rule them all. God damn it.
Lamar?
Lamar, what? God, you're fisting your glass now. To the last
Done.
fucking drop. Put it over there. I don't want to accidentally knock it.
Now I'm going to drink straight out of the bottle.
Sweet.
I'm downing
Ooh,
the rest of that
that
tonight.
was bad.
But when you're in a close-knit community, it's hard enough to deal with a breakup because when you're in a limited community like we are, when you break up with someone, it's easy to run into them at other events, other groups. How should you deal with something like that? How would you deal?
Diplomatically.
If you and I broke up, for example, how would that change?
When we broke up the last time, how did you deal with it?
Well, to be fair, when we broke up that time,
We weren't really in the community.
we weren't in the community. We're in the lifestyle, just not in the community.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part is when you break up with someone. It's fine to not go to events if you're...
Yeah, bitch, you're banned from my parties. Oh, wait, you set my parties up. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, if we break up, there are no parties.
I don't know, out of spite, I just might do it. Throw all the parties. Fuck those motherfuckers. I'm gonna throw all the goddamn parties.
And, like, let's say we weren't... Let's say...
Mama would help me set them up. Not my mother. Woman, we call her Mama. I don't know. I probably would be okay saying her name, but just won't. Mama would help me set them up. Mama would take me under her wing.
In a drunken rage, I might just show up anyway.
Yeah. This fucking bitch holding a bottle of Riesling wine. Fucking cunt. Or you're Scotchy.
But here's the thing. When you're in the community and lifestyle, you're going to break up. That's just a fact of life. Well, okay, I can't say that because there are some people that if they broke up in our community, we'll just be like, what? No.
We've done that too. They broke up? No way. Or are you referring to us if we broke up?
No, I'm referring to other people.
Oh, okay. So I think a lot of people would be like, oh shit, they broke up?
Yeah,
so... They were the perfect triad. I know, right? We are.
And I'm taking the FetCast with me.
No!
I've had my fair share of experiences in the lifestyle of maybe not necessarily breaking up with someone, just not on any...
So why wasn't a good choice? Keep burping.
In the lifestyle, I've had my fair share of not being on positive terms with someone, maybe not necessarily because of a breakup, but I still try to remain civil even when I don't want to be. I have to suppress the Hulk and be the king.
Rise above these peons. You know what I find hard is not taking sides.
Yes, that is another difficult thing to deal.
Because you hear one side of the story and you're like, that bastard. And then all of a sudden you're hearing the other side of the story, you're like, that bitch. Wait, who's telling the truth now? Fuck them both.
Yeah.
You know? It's horrible.
So whenever there's a breakup in the community, if it's yours or not, it's just always best to just...
stay neutral, or attempt to stay neutral. It can be difficult.
Yeah. Just back away from the situation.
Let it cool off, because it gets hot in the beginning, and then just kind of, hopefully, simmers off.
Yeah, there was someone that I had a really bad incident experience with, and
about the ex?
Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
Oh yeah, we're not naming.
Exactly. No more wine for you.
Just my last sip or two.
Okay. I had a bad experience with someone, and I just did not want to see them at all. I would either not go to events or just go anyway and just ignore, which that's the best thing you can do if you want to still go to events. There's nothing wrong with still going to events if your ex is going to be there. It can be heard, but everyone will understand, not talking to someone, that's fine. I feel like I'm rambling.
No, you're not.
But when dealing with a breakup in the community, the best thing you can do is still ignore people. Nothing wrong with that. No, ignore. What?
No, sorry.
What are you doing?
I'm like 2 minutes behind because of the wine. Ignoring's a really good stance, though.
You're going to see your exes at events. Ignore them. You may think the entire room is looking at you going, is something going to happen?
They are, though.
Really? I was going to say they're not.
Oh. They're not. No. Usually I'm like, oh, they broke up just recently. I wonder if it's going to happen.
Wow, so...
What? I know what you're talking about, so yeah, I would pay attention to that and be like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Shit's going to fly.
What advice would you give to a couple in the community that broke up?
If I was to give advice, when I would go through breakups, I would just try to avoid them. Maybe find opposite munches to go to, or... okay, they're going to this event this week, I'll go to that event next week, and...
But if your exes, you're not really communicating or planning.
Well, I'd also try to pay attention to see who's RSVP'd and RSVP'd before them, and then maybe tell whoever's heading the party, look, I RSVP'd before, I'm having some issues. I mean, depending on how you broke up, I'm sure they would be understanding. You did RSVP before them, so don't worry, I'll message them and be like, if you don't mind, don't come to this one, come to the next one.
Like, if you're in a relationship with someone and you break up and you were in a relationship for a while, there's nothing wrong with just not going to events. It may not seem
Take
fair.
a break for a bit.
It may not seem fair, but everyone will understand, and you need to take time for yourself.
Yeah.
Ease your way back into it. Like, I had a bad experience with someone, and I just never wanted to see him at anything. Ever. But then after a year or so, I just kind of got tired of going to events that they were at, seeing them, and just walk around the whole time with my back to them, actively ignoring them. I found it easier to just say...
I think it's more effort to actively try to ignore someone than to just become passive and be like, you know what, fuck whatever.
After over a year of actively putting effort into ignoring someone. I just kind of went, it'll just be easier to just say a couple of words to somebody and be like, it's all behind us. It's over.
We're adults.
Done with.
Let's move
adults.
past this.
Yeah. It's not like we're going to be at events all buddy-buddy, chummy talking. But now I don't have to actively try and plan out how I'm going to walk by them. Because it's kind of weird walking sideways.
You're a dork.
I know. That's the shit I do. Everything takes time, and after enough time, you'll be over it. With that said, let's say you have a play partner.
Right.
You're not in a relationship with, just casual play partners. But then you stop being just casual play partners to any sort of degree.
Depends on how mutually you came about the ending, dissolving it.
To me, there's a difference between a relationship and just having some fun. I don't want to say casual because I don't want to make it seem like sex. Even at play parties, like you walk up to like talking to someone and they want to experience something, so you hit them a couple of times. That's very casual.
Right.
But breaking up with a play partner that you're not romantically involved with, that should not affect you going to munches or being friends.
No, not if you do it, diplomatically.
Yeah,
Again, diplomacy.
Be mature about it. If you're mature about it, you can handle going to events with them. Yeah. Not with them, but events they're at.
Yeah, with them. No. Shut up. Blah, blah, blah. Kuba gabba. What? One of us.
The little is drunk.
You fed it wine after midnight.
It's 9:30.
Shh! They don't know when we're recording.
In the morning.
What? Don't even lie. It's almost bedtime. Shut up.
It's past your bedtime.
Nuh-uh.
It will be by the time we're done.
Yes, it will be by... No. Maybe.
Yeah.
You plan to record for another hour?
Yeah.
10:30 is my bedtime.
Okay.
What? Okay, I'm shutting up.
Man, when you break up with a play partner, it may be hard to see them playing with someone else, but luckily in this lifestyle, there's always someone else. Like if me and you broke up, there's always someone else.
All right, I'll remember that. Oh, is this?
I meant for me, not you.
Oh.
For me, yeah, you gotta be the old maid.
Yeah,
I'll get you a cat. When we break up, I'll buy you a cat.
Black cat.
Hairless.
No, they're fucking ugly. If you have one, they're cute and adorable. They're fucking scary.
Looks like they got scared one too many times.
The hair just popped off.
I'm pretty sure hairless cats are made out of the same skin that testicles are in. Hairless cats.
Why are we talking about hairless cats now?
I don't know, but hairless cats look like walking nutsacks.
They fucking do. I found that weird about the governor. I'm going back to the governor hosting. He's like, can I curse on here? And I'm like, I'm listening and I hear him say that, and I'm like, I don't think I ever asked. I think I just started like, fuck this, and then some bullshit, and what the hell, and I was just like, if he didn't like it, he'll bleep it, and yeah, I get bleeped.
I found it funny that he asked that because the governor and I, we've done podcasts before. We've done 2 other series before this one. And on all those, we would always cuss. I don't know what made him think FetCast turned into the Christian network. So bottom line, you break up with someone in lifestyle, depending on how long you're with them, I would suggest taking a break. No harm in that.
I'm nodding my head like they can see me. Listen to the marbles rattle in my brain.
After tonight's episode, I hope we never get a sponsor by any alcohol company.
Come on, it'll be fun. This vodka is the best. Yay, wine. I need that soundbite. Yay, wine. So I can put it as a text tone. Like that's quiet?
It's weird that you can say it the same way every time.
I know. So funny story real quick. My phone, every time it goes off now, it goes, that's quiet? And I do. I sound just like it. Because on the very first time I recorded the second episode.
The very first time you recorded the second episode?
Very first time I got to record, you were doing the second episode.
Okay.
He turns the mic on, and we're just sitting here, and it's going up and down. The little sound wavies are going up and down and up and down. And I'm like, what is that? And Hulk goes, that's quiet. I went, that's quiet? And he kept playing it back and playing it back. And I'm like, I need that sound bite So now it's my text tone, and I like telling that story to people. So you're going to have to put that now as the extra credit sound.
No.
So everyone can hear it.
I never know what I'm going to put as that. It's organic.
That's quiet? I'm going to say it now.
Moving on to our next topic.
Uh-huh.
What's our next topic?
You didn't give me the notes.
I told you. I think I told you. I told you we're doing and then we consent.
Oh, consent.
Yes, we've covered consent before.
You did not give consent when matching my nose with your elbow.
I did not give you consent to poke me in the armpit.
Armpit poke.
See, I flinched again.
And your elbow went back to exactly where my face would be.
See?
Clean hit.
It didn't help. We were in the parking lot after I hit you, and
There's
you're
a cop
saying,
car in the back.
and you're going, "It's okay, I deserved it."
I was saying that on purpose. I was waiting for the cop to come over. It's okay, officer.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing to say.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I won't do it again. I deserved it. And then we had someone with us going, "You don't have to take it. You never deserve it."
She was awesome too.
Oh man, we should be drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon right about now. Get that PBR up in here. Next week's sponsor.
Yay!
Consent. I'm trying to remember what episode I covered consent in before. Protocol.
We covered etiquette.
Yeah, protocol and etiquette.
We
touched on it. Now we're gonna go into a little more detail.
Cool.
Which maybe I should have gave you some warning. That way you could have figured out what you would say.
No way.
You already know what you're gonna say?
Nope. Hey, you know what? You were lucky I have a sign off.
With this lifestyle,
Ouch.
I've always established the best rule: no touching.
No touching.
No touching. Unless you have something established, no touching. Mm-hmm. Recently on Fet, I've seen posts, not everywhere, but I've seen posts on Kiki and Popular, all covering consent.
Consent.
Which it boggles my mind, well, not boggles my mind, just surprises me that this is an issue.
Well, so are dick pics, but profile dick pictures. I do have to agree with Spain. I don't mind dick pics. I love getting your dick pic. And I don't mind getting cum shot dick pics. Just don't send them unsolicited, bitches. I don't want to see it, especially as your fucking profile picture. That shit's nasty. We're on consent and not dick pic pictures profiles.
What? Does every episode talk about dick pics? Can I not get away from that topic? Hell, maybe I'll make that the profile picture of FetCast for
Please
a week.
No. Unless it's a French girl photo. Paint me like a French girl. He's giving me the finger. I have a spot to...
I'm going to give you the middle finger up there.
Like right there. Oh, ow, ow! My poor clit. That was not consented.
You guided my hand to your crotch.
I thought you were going to finger me.
You're wearing panties.
I'm wearing
shorts
that make my ass look amazing. Admit it. Yeah. My butt looks cute in them.
Yes, your butt is very flattering. Very flattering.
That's not what you were saying when you were like, I want this as a pillow. This is amazing. He was resting his head on my butt. Consent.
Consent is what we're talking about.
Not
Stay
my
on
fluffy
topic.
Butt.
Not your fluffy butt.
He admits it. It's not flat.
But it does surprise me that people are having, people in general are having a tough issue with consent. Mm-hmm. One of the first things in the lifestyle I heard when we were going over consent, I heard someone go, "If it ain't yours, don't touch it."
Yeah.
That applies to submissives. Mm-hmm. Even dominants.
Yeah.
Unless you know what you can and can't do, don't do anything. When we talked about consent the first time around, we talked about you never know what triggers people may have.
Right.
Even a hug can set someone off. If you don't have permission from a sub, well, a lot of subs make sure you get permission from their dominant.
Right. And then still them.
Yeah. Some dominants give their submissive free reign to judge their own comfort level. No touch. No touch. I'm having trouble stretching this out to an episode because it should be simple.
Right.
But if I give someone permission to give you a hug, they get it permission for that one time, not every time.
Right. There are different circumstances every time you meet someone.
But then again, there are your close personal friends that you talk to regularly and know, and that's different. You may see someone running around and a lot of people are touching them. You may see a lot of people touch them.
That
but
still doesn't give you permission.
Exactly.
I have a close amount of friends that will come up and just hug me when we come to a party. One of them comes up and grabs me from behind and bear hugs me. I don't mind.
I'm not gonna.
But if someone else did that, I'm gonna get kicked in the nuts.
They do that to me too, and every time they do that to me, I go, "This better be him," because if not, I'm gonna be having some words outside of TGI Fridays.
I was dead serious about that orgy, and I was really disappointed that died as a fucking joke.
That's because Governor got upset.
Fucking Governor.
You know what? I'm not even going to bleep that out. I'm keeping his name in here. I'm calling you out, Governor. Are you even listening?
I want it.
I'm treating this like it's WWE right now.
I wanted this as a friggin'... I wanted an orgasm. I wanted an orgy, and he shot it down and made it sound like a fucking joke. Disappointed. If you're out there listening, Nightingale wants an orgy.
Not just you. That would be a fun topic. That would be a good round table episode right there.
Orgies?
After the orgy, give everyone a microphone.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. I was sucking so-and-so off, and then I was getting fucked from behind, and I think at one point I was getting double-teamed. It was amazing.
It really would sound like
It would sound like a porno confession.
It would either sound like a porno confession, or, I don't know, I'm just imagining, like, whenever you watch WWE and you see all the wrestlers talking shit in the hallways behind. I'm gonna fuck you up the ass.
Yay! A before and after episode. Well, nothing happened. See, yeah, it'll be a before and after. The before episode will be like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and then the after episode, it was disappointing. It was very disappointing. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. Oh my god.
When you put your head down into a pile of goop that used to... Oh, wait.
I don't know why I just got like this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like, the power goop stuff that they get turned from. I don't know.
If we're having an orgy and all of a sudden I started hearing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, that is either one, an orgy that we didn't check all the IDs for.
No, it's Aiden.
Or it's a really awesome orgy at that point.
Did I say your name right?
Yeah, you forgot the X.
Whatever.
Yeah, I never say the X.
Yeah, I don't either. We don't need to bleep her name either, I don't think she'll be okay with it. She's gonna make a point now to make sure. And I'm still mad at her because she really was the one that egged it on, because she kept talking about bringing glitter. I want glitter.
We are not talking about my orgy glitter post.
Orgy glitter post.
I'm up for the orgy. Anyway, back to consent.
Orgy consent.
You see, when this series started out, I wanted each episode to have a topic and advice and be very educational.
It's going swimmingly.
First few episodes, we were able to do that. Mm-hmm. Then I've been interviewing different people.
Yay.
I like when I interview different people because I never know what people are going to say. Mm-hmm. I'm just getting tired. I mean, I'm kidding.
Yay.
I know you. I know all your stories. I don't think there's any stories about you that I don't know. Do you have a story? Back to consent. If you have that story in mind, hold it for now.
No, I don't have any consent stories.
Oh, damn. I'm really having a hard time stretching.
Consent. No, because it's a simple one. It's, you know what it is, though? It's because people are
stupid.
Well, I wasn't going to say stupid. I was finding a nicer word, but yeah, no, you're stupid.
Or they're misinformed.
I wouldn't even say that. They're just purposefully ignorant and decide to not listen and be like, you know what? I'm better than the rules, so I'm just going to touch what I want to. Or I'm just going to do what I want to because I'm ultra dom and I know what's best. And no, you're just the asshole.
Consent seems like a very easy issue that everyone should understand.
Uh-huh.
And that's why when I decided to make it a topic, I realized how hard it is because it seems like a no-brainer.
Right.
But there are things to take into consideration with consent. I'm not saying names, but I had a close friend that had a consent issue. This was probably a while back. And when I say a while back, they had a consent issue. It upset them, rightfully. But they didn't just sweep it under the rug. They voiced their opinion. They especially talked to the offender. And the offender was, again, what you said.
Ignorant?
Not ignorant.
They didn't realize what they were doing was wrong?
Yeah, there were all kinds of consent violations. There's just when it comes to, like, if someone's violating your own consent, taking malice into consideration, all kinds of ways people can break consent.
Okay.
Hug you when they're not supposed to.
Right.
Grab you inappropriately. Talking to you could be a consent violation, depending on your DS relationship.
Right.
All the way up to rape.
Well, exactly.
And
that's the big one.
That's the biggest consent.
Bothers me.
Yeah.
But
That bothers everyone. Luckily, our end of the spectrum with our community, we've been lucky enough to not have any. Like, well, when you go online, you can find those easily, but
right. No, I've read some on KNP that I'm just like, oh shit.
Yeah, but among us, we've been lucky to avoid that. When something like that happens, get police involved. But there's all kinds of consent violations, whether there's malice or not. When there's no malice behind it, it's easy to get to the bottom of it. With every consent violation, if you ever feel violated in any way, you get to the bottom of it. Either have you or yours
take care of it.
Take care of it.
Get with all parties and explain what they did and what they should have done. And usually they're pretty good about going, I'm completely sorry, I didn't realize.
But then there are cases when they don't apologize.
And they're just assholes.
Yeah. They can be complete assholes about it.
And that's when you get in touch with, like, the leaders of the group, or if you're in a dungeon, the GM, or whoever's running the party, and be like, yo, they did this, and they were like, well, fuck off, I don't care.
But what is the worst thing you can do about it?
Do nothing?
Exactly. If there's a consent violation, do something.
Right.
Do whatever you can to bring rise to the issue.
Mm-hmm.
This episode could really have been just summed up in very minimal amount of words. Again, don't touch what ain't yours.
Consent. Anything else on your notes there, King? What's that one? Let me see.
Take a break if you need it. Don't touch what ain't yours. That's very simple.
Dealing with breakups. That's what we started with. Haha.
I'm going to sum up this episode in 1 minute. Welcome to FetCast. Check out my article this Saturday on centraldominationmistress.com. If you break up, take as much time you need to step out of the lifestyle. But when you go to events that the person you broke up with,
be cordial.
Be cordial and as civil as you can. When it comes to consent, don't touch what ain't yours. If something happens to you that violates your consent, speak up about it.
Yes.
So I'm going to cut all this down and just release that 1 minute episode right there.
Woohoo! Oh man, that leaves me out. No, I like being in episodes.
All right, so right now we are recording at 55 minutes, roughly.
Can we keep going just a little longer?
I know, but we're at the 55-minute mark. You're not going to beat Wolfsbane.
Why?
I'm sorry, I can just go longer with her.
I gotta slap you, right?
No, I did not give you consent to slap me.
But I'm the brat.
I will elbow...
You did that already.
Let me in. I did no such thing.
Hey, you elbowed me. I get to slap your face.
You slap my face, I slap yours.
You elbowed
cry.
me. Oh my god, that was awesome, though.
Alright, so let's just get back to what I believe people have been enjoying the last few weeks of just two people having a conversation.
Talking.
Shooting the shit.
Yeah.
That's what I've done for the past 2 episodes.
So what else are we going to talk about? One more.
I don't have any more topics.
Why?
If you listen to the last 2 episodes, I really didn't have any topics with them. I just sat down with the mic and talked. Do you have any stories you would like to share that maybe I don't already know? You got no stories that I don't know, do you? Maybe. There's something I don't know?
My nose is running. No, you know what's nice about King and my relationship is...
They don't care.
I might cry on that one.
Really? Oh my god, I'm kidding.
No, it's because I just yawned.
Oh. Alright, what's nice about our relationship?
When we first started dating, we would just kind of hang out in my room and try to get you all hot and bothered by turning on the Food Network.
We covered this.
I know. But no, we would sit there and we would talk about, like, our past and, you know, everything, and I'm rambling with ums.
So what's nice about our relationship is we talked?
Well, no, we would be like, I've never told anyone this. And then when we tell something and be like, wow, that's heavy, man. And then the other person would, tell another, I've never told anyone this story. So we kind of, like, I know some weird ass shit about King, and I know he knows some weird ass shit about me.
Literally, we could blackmail the shit out of each other.
We really could. It's pretty horrible.
The sad thing is, I don't know who has the worst. I don't know who would win in that battle. I don't know who has more shit on who, or which shit is worse than the other.
Yeah. I did surprise him the one time we had friends over swimming, not a party pool, but just, friends. They had kids over and everything. And I'm grilling, and he comes out, and I'm sitting there, and he's like, what's wrong? And I told him something just utterly horrible that just I remembered the night before because of something that happened in the news. And he was like, what? And then it completely changed gears and changed topics. And I look over at him and I went, you're still stuck on blah. And he went, a little bit. Because it was pretty scary. That one did get you. That one got you.
Well, that caught me off guard. We weren't in our normal, kicking back, talking. We're just having a normal ass day, and you just go, hold this elephant for a while.
Yeah, right.
Oh, and by the way, I saw this on the other... What?
It was pretty bad. That was a good one. I got you good that time.
Yeah. So I've noticed, listening to the podcast, I do a lot of talking, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do a whole lot of talking.
No, you like to let the other person talk, which is fun.
I know.
And I like to let you talk on these. I think that throws you off.
That does throw me off.
I think that's why I like it so much.
So ask me a question. Set me up. Let me take it. Because I've always been the one to ask questions, guiding the episodes. And...
Do that to me?
Huh?
That's like throwing me off. I don't even know what I would ask you.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you know all my shit.
Pretty much.
Other people I get on here, I'm being all nosy and shit.
Yeah, right? You know it. Which is nice, because then you could actually ask me the question and you already know the answer, so you don't have to worry about it going, oh, that I shouldn't have asked that one. That was
See, I'm giving you the opportunity to ask me any question. Do you have a question?
How many partners have you been with?
Me and Wolfman talked about that.
Oh.
What?
What was your first sexual experience?
Sexual experience?
Yeah.
Or sex? Because those are different stories for me.
What was your first masturbation experience? No, I'm kidding. Oh, I don't think I've ever told you my first masturbation experience. There's something don't know.
I will never, ever reveal my first
I won't either.
orgasm on here.
No. Oh, what was that? Is that what happened? In front of the classroom? I'm kidding.
Fine. I will give my it is literally probably my most embarrassing sexual story. I will go tit for tat. I will.
No. What was your first? When did you lose your virginity? Who popped your cherry, King?
So earlier, as we were talking about breakup.
Wait, what?
This is an ironic story.
Uh-huh.
Which might set up a baseline.
Don't forget to call her Bambi.
I know that.
No, you don't.
Me losing my virginity might kind of set up a baseline for pretty much what I'm into now. You know this story, don't you?
Well, duh. He tells me everything. I tell him everything.
But this is a new story for the listeners.
Yeah. See, after this, we're going to have to share, just between the two of us, our first masturbation experience.
We're going to need some cuddle time to get that one out of me.
That's how all the other stories came out of us.
Exactly. We cuddle and talk. Me and Bambi, we don't cuddle so much and talk anymore.
I told you to remember to call her the right name.
It's funny. Me and Bambi have mastered the perfect way on how to sleep with your spouse.
Separate blankets.
Separate blankets. I don't know why everyone doesn't do that. More people should. She has her own blanket. I have mine. And it's kind of funny.
Sorry.
What's funny is I know what I do to try to get sex out of Bambi. We'll be laying in bed. We have our own separate blankets. So I have a move I do on my wife. I will be laying on my back. I have my arm. I grab the blanket in one arm. And I just kind of... It's like my Batman cape almost. And I just kind of put it over top of her blanket, and I try to dig my arms under her blanket. It's like I'm trying to...
Cocoon you?
I'm cocooning her. I'm turning her into my prison bitch.
Poor thing. This is not you losing your virginity. This is... You bastard.
So I'm in college.
Yay!
This is going to be really funny. Because this is going to end up connecting to last week's episode in a way that might surprise you.
Really?
Yeah.
I probably actually do know this, though.
Yeah. So I'm in college, and the summer before I went to college, I had my first girlfriend. Mm-hmm. We would go to movies, and she was pretty much my first...
Your first girlfriend?
My first girlfriend. I already graduated high school.
You're such a cute late bloomer. Aww.
Shut up. But yeah, she was my first sexual experiences in general to begin with.
Nice.
Like, the first woman I ever fingered was her.
Blowjobs?
In a movie theater. I want to say she was my first blowjob. Kind of. It was only like 4 seconds of sucking.
Yeah, that sucks.
I had major blue balls after.
I'm sure.
We were in the back row at a movie theater watching Bad Boys 2. And which I'm really pissed because all summer long, she wanted us to have sex. But the only time we ever had alone together was always in the movies. So for the longest time, I remember I kept trying to push her to see this one movie because it was the longest movie playing at the time. It was like 2.5 hours. It was a really long movie. And it was bombing.
So no one was going to be in it.
So I knew no one would be in it, but she would never agree to go to it. And I am confident we would have had sex during that movie. I know the movie. Ang Lee's Hulk. 2003. I could have lost my virginity to a Hulk movie. But she would not see it.
That would have been epic and so fitting.
But she didn't want to see it. And I kept going, nobody does.
Exactly.
Other movies I suggested. Terminator 3 was also out that summer. She wouldn't go to that either. Maybe I should send her a Facebook message to see if she wants to check out Terminator Genesis. So I'm in college, and this was probably a year after we were dating. The entire time I'm in college. Ironically, looping this story, I am having ADD like a mofo.
It's the one.
I can loop this into our discussion of how to handle breakups. She was my first girlfriend. She broke up with me on, I remember the exact day.
Wow, you took it bad then.
Yeah. 2003, the 3rd of September.
Your fucking birthday?
My birthday.
Wow, that is a cold-hearted bitch. Your birthday's coming up.
You can't break up with me on my birthday.
Love you, King.
September 3rd, 2003, my first girlfriend dumps me.
On your birthday.
That night, that was my 18th birthday. On my 18th birthday, I lose my first girlfriend. I get pissed off. I go online and apply for college. My thinking was, fuck you, I don't need you, I'm going to college.
Okay, Cartman.
And then 27 days later, I'm going off to college. Cut to the following summer, 2004.
How old are you?
Still 18.
No, right now.
I'm about to turn 30.
You're so old.
Screw you, how old were you when you lost your virginity?
How old was I? I don't know.
Anyway.
Maybe 16?
Fuck you, I had to wait till I
Possibly
was...
17.
I was almost 19. I'm a late bloomer.
You're so cute now, though.
So I'm in college. The entire time, I'm always fighting with her on the phone, angry.
Your girlfriend?
The ex-girlfriend. I Hulk out. I've punched a lot. Like, I had anger issues.
You got better at it, mostly.
Yeah, but I gotta thank her, because in college, I was amazing at darts.
You didn't hang her picture up over darts.
I would not hang a picture of anybody on a dartboard.
Just the wall?
No. We had a dartboard. I was really good with the darts and the dartboard. For my 18th birthday, she gave me a self-portrait she drew of herself.
So it's just the self-portrait.
The self-portrait was on the board, and I got fucking awesome.
Yeah, no more eyeballs.
If I bust out the camcorder, I can actually find it, because this was like later that year. I had friends from high school up in college with me, and we were
You went to film school.
Yeah, and we were talking about my ex, and they were watching me throw the darts. So this is what happened to it, because earlier in the day, the reason why I got hung up was she wanted her self-portrait back.
Oh no.
She got a video instead.
Oh no.
Of the darts, and then it looked like when we took it off, it looked like I took a hole puncher to all over it.
Oh,
That's
God.
how bad it was. We all put it in a bucket, lit on fire, and we all pissed out.
Oh, you're a vindictive asshole.
I was 18, and that was the first love of my life that I lost.
And you had the cutest nickname in college. I know it. Can I say it?
What was my college nickname?
Papa.
Papa or Big Papa.
Big Papa.
And the reason why is because when I first got in my dorm rooms, I just stayed in my room the whole time. And I just went out to the kitchen to get a drink. And this was the first time all my roommates really met me. Except for one that I knew earlier. But how my roommates met me is I walked out of my bedroom to go get a drink. And they were just listening to music. And Big Papa was playing. And that became my college nickname. One of my good friends still calls me Papa to this day.
Cool.
The producer of the show.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I was going to ask and figured you weren't able to name names. But yeah, I know which one.
Anyway, this is a long-winded story to talk about how I lost my virginity, and I'm sure people have tuned out by now.
Pretty much. So let's sum this up. I just slurred my speech.
So a couple days before I was coming home, I was talking to the ex-girlfriend, and I told her I lost my virginity. And she got pissed at me, even though we weren't dating, no matter how much I was begging her for us to try again, but she didn't want to do the whole long-distance thing. But she got pissed at me because I lost my virginity, and it wasn't to her.
I hate women. I really fucking hate women.
So a couple days go by, and I come home, and I go over to her house to visit her. Like the night before, I went to the state fair, and I won her some cheesy little carnival prize. So I went over to her house in the morning to give it to her.
What? Hoping to get some suki.
No, just, I was 18. Everyone always wants their first
What?
back.
Uh-huh.
Well, anyway. So I go over to her house to give it to her. And the night before, she had her best friend spend the night. And
Is that Bambi?
yes, her best friend was Bambi.
Aww.
So my ex-girlfriend was Bambi's best friend.
Aww.
So I go into her bedroom, and we're talking, and Bambi's there. And at this time, she had, like, just her mattresses on the floor and had all these, like, sheets hung up around it. Like, it was I don't know, she hung up...
Canopy bed?
Yeah, she made, like, a fake canopy bed with...
I did that.
with thumbtacks and sheets.
You could still see the thumbtack holes from where they would accidentally fall down, and I had to thumbtack them back in. Oh my god, I'm your ex-girlfriend.
Bum, bum, bum. So I'm laying on the bed talking to her, and Bambi's laying in the bed off to the side, and I'm trying to get back with, well, not even get back, but we're just talking, and she's pissed. So what the ex-girlfriend ended up doing was putting a bandana around my eyes to where I couldn't see. Wait, no.
Did you get like a...
No, it wasn't the bandana. I'm trying to remember exactly how it was.
Does it really matter?
It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm laying on the bed, and she climbs on top of me, and she gets me hard, and I go. And and her best friend, my now wife Bambi, is laying on the bed next to me, and my ex-girlfriend is riding me. And I look over at Bambi, and I look back over at the ex-girlfriend. Because even I was losing my virginity, I still looked at Bambi, and I was kind of trying to get a three-way going.
You're a dork.
I had that look in my eyes where it's just like, you know the look. Like
you want to join? Come on, you know you want to join.
Anyway, the ex-girlfriend, it was literally only like I wasn't even moving at all. She was...
Hardcore.
in control. She went up and down maybe 3 times and then got off of me.
Wow, that kind of sucks.
And then she whispered, see, if you just waited to lose your virginity with me, we could have kept going.
What?
And then she walked out to the bathroom.
So Bambi finished for her?
I wish that's how that story ended.
Aww.
Because that was kind of what I was hoping for. But then I believe Bambi ended up leaving and went to the bathroom with her.
Boo.
So that's how I lost my virginity. Because the ex-girlfriend thought I had lost my virginity to someone else.
You're so bad.
Years later, I found out that Bambi told me that her best friend told her when they were in the bathroom that the reason why she stopped was because she was about to just start screaming because I was a lot sicker than
You are
she's
pretty thick.
used to.
I like your thickness.
So the real reason why
Screaming in pain or screaming in pleasure?
pretty much I was used because she came and I didn't.
Wow.
One thing I pride myself on is I am not a liar.
No?
No. I may have secrets.
Pretty good ones, too.
That night, I go back up to college, and then I had sex with the person that I told her I had already had sex with. And at the end of that, I got $5 for ice cream.
Oh,
So not only did I lose my virginity,
you got $5.
in that same day, I had sex with 2 people.
Very nice.
So yes, did having sex with that woman in college make my story any more true? She made me come. So first sex that resulted in me having an orgasm.
Yeah, I found your belly button. The wine has to go in the fridge.
Wow, we are closing in on an hour and 19 minutes of recording.
20. Hour 20.
Yeah. You just want this to keep going to try to hope that I salvage more than Wussbane.
No.
No?
No. I'm tired. I drank too much wine. Wine makes me tired.
Well,
Ah.
you guys have learned a little bit more about your host, KingHulk here.
Yeah,
And to my good friends that listen, I apologize.
a little long-winded. You kept rambling there. I blame the wine.
I
I
am sober at this point now.
Yeah.
And I am very proud of myself that I was able to connect that story
Wolfsbanes.
to the story from last week and how to handle breakups all in one.
Yay.
And this kind of, maybe that's how I ended up in
Polly?
poly.
No.
No?
No.
Yeah, because face it, I was a guy. I was bound to want a threesome anyway.
Every guy wants a threesome. I want threesomes. I want more sums. Orgy.
I've been binge watching Scrubs on Netflix.
I want an orgy.
I've been binge watching Scrubs on Netflix.
Scrubs on Netflix. Orgy.
And will you stop?
I gotta
And
keep my
I just
song.
got a clip in my head from when the one doctor all of a sudden tells the truth, and he goes, "I was in a threesome one time, not the cool kind."
Hey, you know what? Some people enjoy different kinds. I want a male, female one.
I would be okay with that.
You just don't want sword crossing, as you like to plainly put it. Oh, who said it had to be you as in part of it? I'd be happy with an all-girl threesome.
As long as I'm watching.
If we do our 5-some. Or
Anyway.
the orgy.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I think it's about time we give up on this episode. And like I say every week after we record, in my head I go, I just need to delete everything. There is nothing
Start
good in
over.
this episode. Every episode so far, I literally go, I need to delete this. I need to record
And then
something
you make
new.
an amazing episode. And I think it's just because it is like this.
Everyone agrees you are your own worst critic.
Yeah. I love it. I do feel this episode is full of empty, though.
I know, like, I think it's going to be a 10-minute episode.
You pull it out your ass and it'll be 45 minutes. Because I find that's how long my episodes run. Because I was checking it out, it's around 45 to 40 minutes.
Well, that is the target that I aim for. That's why the Wussbane, I thought about cutting it up into 2, but that's when I thought it was going to be 80 minutes.
Yeah, it was gonna be like.
Anyway,
ridiculous.
it is time for us to sign off.
I have a sign off.
You have a sign off?
Yes.
This is your third strike. You know that. Ready to do the sign
I'm
offs?
ready to do the sign off.
Go.
And this is Nightingale, the brat.
This is KingHulk. Until next time, stay kinky.
That ass, Puff Daddy, Biggie Smalls, Junior Mafia, represent, baby.
Praise Jesus. Oh, we're not doing that, are we?
Not this week. You see, what we're going to do is we're going to get everyone listening to this for a while.
And then it comes.
And then, like, episode 20, we're going to...
All hail the Spaghetti Lord.
No, we're going to have a Come to Jesus episode.
And embrace his noodly appendages. All hail Spaghetti Lord. Cthulhu. Hail to unto thee, Dark Lord Cthulhu. Cthulhu.
This might get cut out, but what is their origin of Cthulhu? Because to me, he just popped up on the internet one day.
No, he's H.P. Lovecraft.
That's the steampunk guy, right?
No, that's the Cthulhu tentacle monster horror fiction author.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest here. I could have sworn like people were like praising him like he was some sort of Jesus.
And if I'm not mistaken, he's like...
I thought he was like some sort of religious symbol or something.
You're so adorable.
I don't know. I'm just... In the past 5 years, Cthulhu got really big on the internet.
Master Thal is gonna listen to this and be like, I'm gonna have to educate this boy.
I don't know, because like, my first introduction to Cthulhu in general was just all hail Cthulhu. No.
Well, he is the Dark Lord. No, I want to Google H.P.
Not
Lovecraft
right
real
now.
quick.
We'll do that later. This is probably getting cut out anyway.
Fine.